Namaste. Good morning. I want to talk briefly about let me see. I'll switch scenes. Srimad Bhagavatam. So, in order to accomplish 7 days of reading, and the digitized version of Srimad Bhagavatam in Sanskrit has about 1,400 pages. It's like 1,417 pages or something like that. So in order to read the entire thing, you have to read 200 pages a day. And if you're not read it, say like, that's the only thing that you do that day for 7 days, should be about 14 hours of reading. 12, let's say 12 hours, because the human body needs to take a break. 12 hours a day, 200 pages. Let's do the math here. It's about like 90 pages per hour you have to read. I mean, like 9 pages per hour in Sanskrit. So 200 pages divided by 7 days equals 28 pages a day. No, sorry, 200, that's not 200, 1400 divided by 7 is 200 pages per day. And if you're reading for 12 hours a day, that's 16 pages per hour. Almost 17 pages per hour I have to read. Now 17 pages per hour is how many pages per minute? 17 pages per hour is divided into 6. So I have to read like almost 3 pages every 10 minutes. It's not impossible, but it's not something that I could keep up for 12 hours. Unless I'm on medicine. I mean, I could push. I mean, with my medicine, I could probably push through 7 days, like 10 hours a day instead of 12 hours a day. So yeah, that's a reality. So I'm not gonna read any Sanskrit today. The only exception being somehow magically collect my medicine. In video games, that happens sometimes. So that was the first thing I wanted to talk about. I have to read it in 7 days, but it's a daunting task. 17 pages per hour for like 100 hours in 7 days. So I'm not sure what I want to do. I mean, one thing I could do is, just keep reading and forget about the 7 days, which means it might take me like 14 days, 20 days maybe. I could do that. I won't be reading any translation during that. Yeah, maybe I should do that. So I'll think about that. If I get my medicine somehow, magically, miraculously, then I'll continue with my reading. I've read about 50 pages out of 200 yesterday. So if I wanted to do 7 days, I'm 150 pages behind. I have to read 350 pages to catch up. I'm not able to do that at all. No way. I could barely do 100 pages per day. I barely did 50 pages yesterday without medicine. So yeah, that's first thing. Second thing I wanted to talk about is about God. I'm starting to see why God is alone like 99.99% of the time. Life only appears for like tens of billions of years, and then it's just God again. And like I could tell you once some things about God when he's by himself. He looks like a child. Everything that was outside of him is now inside of him. And I think he dreams and dreams and dreams. For a few trillion years. And there are three individuals on this earth who share that experience. And Baphomet is one of them. Baphomet gets promoted to a proper angel in about a few trillion years. About 3 trillion years. He will no longer be Baphomet, he'll be an angel. And then, he gets promoted each time every few trillion years. And then eventually he takes over the carrying of this reality. And Baphomet becomes God within 24 trillion years. That's a long time. And he's alone for 3 trillion years. Is he happy? Yeah, happy. But since trillion years is a long time, a long. It's almost as if this reality doesn't exist compared to that. That's how long that is. And then at the end of his being by himself, with everything inside of him, life gets created again. And each time God creates life, it becomes better and better and better. So, Baphomet becomes a proper angel, a ranking angel, and then, eventually to an archangel, and then becomes God. And from now until 24 trillion years from now. And there are, once again, 3 individuals on this earth who share that experience of being alone. And once my guess is that once you experience something like that, you'll never forget it. Baphomet has done it before 126 trillion years ago. Baphomet is Baphomet because before this reality was created, he lived eternally as a woman for like 500,000 years. And that was 18 trillion years ago. And after living as 500,000 years as a woman, when the next reality got created, this reality was created 18 trillion years ago. We're 18 trillion years into it. We have 24 trillion more years ago. It sounds short, doesn't it? If you put it that way. And that woman was Arjuna 5,000 years ago. And Guru Shino commented, Arjuna, you don't remember anything from your past life. I remember everything from beginning to the end. Okay, here we go. I mean, this broadcasting experience right now is kind of like what God would be doing by himself. You know, communicate with living beings inside of him and all that stuff. I mean, he's dreaming. Yeah, he's dreaming, but his dreams can be real. It's more real than your dream times a trillion. Anyway, 남았을 때 하래 그러시는 많은 뜨라. So you could tell someone, God takes a break from being God when he's born as a woman. And so yeah, if you're a Hindu or of the Sanatana Dharma, first comes Shiva, then Shiva becomes Vishnu in the next reality, which, the whole thing cycle takes 42 trillion years. So if you want to argue with me, first comprehend what 42 trillion years means. So Shiva, after 42 trillion years, evolves into Vishnu. And after 42 trillion years after that, Vishnu becomes Brahma. And towards the end of that 42 trillion years, another 42, so it's a total of 126 trillion years now. Brahma, at the end of his 42 trillion year cycle, he becomes a woman for 500,000 years and forgets everything. Everything from even when he was Shiva, from everything from 126 trillion years ago till what he will be then at the end of his triple life cycle. Shiva, Vishnu, Brahma, woman, have 500,000 years and become Shiva again and Vishnu, and goes on and on and on. That's why I say, once you experience, you'll never forget. Once you experience being alone for 3 trillion years happily, you'll never forget it. Even after 126 trillion years. You forget it? Yeah, you forget everything, sure, but the feeling associated with it, are you kidding me? And so God has no choice but to create life again. Shri Agni Namaha. Namaste. And if you're a Christian religion and are against, you're talking about Shiva, Vishnu. Yeah, they're one God. You don't think God could clone himself for convenience? I mean, if you're a Christian and you're saying, you believe in multiple gods, let me tell you something. In this reality, There's only one thing in this reality. There's only God. You guys are like the aftermath of God. You don't even exist in time. You won't be here in 200 years. God will still be here. If you want to talk to me about what is, what is real and what is the only thing that's real in this reality is God. It's God. Oh, you believe in multiple God. You do not exist. God does exist. Oh, I do exist. I exist right now. You're such a, you're, you're confused. You're crazy. You won't exist in the year 3000. But God will still be here. You won't be here. I won't be here in the year 10,000, 15,000, year 15,000. That's 10,000. No, that's 13,000 years from now. And no, hold on. In the year 15,000, you won't be here. But God will still be here because it's real. We're not that real. Baphomet is kind of real because it sticks around for about 10,000 years. But if it's not real and it exists for 10,000 years, how real are you? You're only here for, you got, I'll be generous, you got 90 years left. Humans think, even me too, my body. Humans think that everything's forever. Nothing's forever. Nothing. That's why a righteous child, when he's a little kid, he realizes that his parents are not gonna be around forever, especially if he has really good parents. And that's a really good child. Yeah, good child. A good child knows nothing is forever, not even his parents. Yeah, so you don't exist. You won't be here in the year 2300. And I'm not telling you to go away. That would be really awful of me. But don't delude yourself into thinking that you're real and God's not real, because you won't be here in 200 years. Try to be here. Prove me wrong. I'll give you $1. I'm poor, so I can't really bet anything. But you might prove me wrong. I'll probably be still here. I'm 46 now, but I'll be 346 in 200 years. I mean, 300 years. But will you be here? And then we'll talk about this multiple God thing. If you're still here in 300 years, I'll talk to you then. How about that? And if you think that I can't live, more than 75 years, then let's wait. Can you wait? Do you have patience? I don't like certain Christians. I'm not against Christians, but like they're so stupid. Not all of them. So if you're not a stupid Christian, you don't have to take the criticism. But yeah, if you're a stupid Christian, God, you're taking people to hell with you. Stupid Christians. No worse than prostitutes. It says, me, in the name of King Yaosha, there. Yeah, a lot of Christians are gonna end up going to hell. God will call them fake. You don't exist. Go away. Why were you judgmental? I was only carrying your command. I told you to love me and love your neighbor as yourself. Why were you criticizing them, mother, for, vaping nicotine? What crime had he committed? You go to hell now for 6,000 years. And then we'll decide if you're up for a parole or not. Yeah, nothing's forever. I'm just waiting for the day. I'm waiting for 100 years from now, because almost all of you won't be here. Ana bekoak yadulat yamineka datil jerura. I mean, you'll be here in different bodies, but you won't have the memory, evil memory, And if you're here not as a human being, if you're born as a cat, come and say hi. Ana bekoak yadulat yamineka datil jerura. But I hope that humans understand why God is by himself for a few trillion years before he creates life. Just think about why is he against humans? Even the Old Testament says God had to shorten men's time. So I'm not making stuff up here, It's like, yeah, you have to babysit this messy child who doesn't know what he's doing. Imagine doing that for 15 million years. Meditations are getting dramatic. Tikkun Hanefesh. Keter. Hokma. Bina. I was way too close. I was trying to get in touch with the root pain, which was fatal. I almost severed my soul from my body. A fatal injury means the soul was severed from the body. So the soul knows, oh, it's time for me to go. And sometimes the observers know, oh, he's dead, even before he leaves the body. In between, the death stage and life stage, which means for average people a lot of pain, like death pain, carrying death pains. And somehow I need to get rid of that pain. I'm more aware of the pain now. Before, the pain used to just confuse me, or like I would become almost semi-unconscious. Now I could sort of handle the pain. I'll do it again. Oh, too short. 카사드. 개불어. 내짝. 호드. 예소드. 예소드. 말추드. 까벨 리낙 아메카 사그베누 다하레누. 까벨 리낙 아메카 사그베누 다하레누 노라. 나 기볼
돌쉐이 나 기볼 돌쉐이 이후데카 개바밭 쇼무람 바릴캄 다하람 락하메이 지드카테카 다밋 고물람 카신 가도시 베로브 두베카 다헬 아다테카.
I did the last 2 lines twice, so I rushed it.
약히트 게에 레아메카 베네 조크레이 게두샤테카 샤바테누 가벨 우시마 자아카테누 요데아 다알루못.
Okay.
Namaste. 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Namaste. Oh, yeah. So that concludes the ritual. I will do yoga, and unless I have my medicine, I'm not gonna read any Sanskrit. If I do get access to my medicine, I'll do my 7 days reading in 14 days. It'll take me, at yesterday's rate, 50 pages. That's like 4 times as slow. It'll take me a whole month. Reading 10 hours a day, every day for a whole month. So yeah, unless I'm on medicine, otherwise I'm not reading any Sanskrit today. Sanskrited out. Yes, Sanskrited out. I'm still streaming. Remember. What is he not remembering? He doesn't remember he's streaming. He doesn't remember that he's live right now. Is he live right now? Yes, he is. Is he talking to himself? Apparently. I'll read you today's headlines. Okay, the Associated Press. House passes immigrant detention bill that will be Trump's first law to sign. ABC News. Russia very closely monitoring Trump's sanctions threats, Kremlin says. The Washington Post. Live updates. Republican-led Senate poised to advance more Trump cabinet picks. That's 3 articles and 3 Trump word, 3 words that are Trump in the headline. ABC News. California fires live updates. New LA County fire explodes to over 10,000 acres. The Wall Street Journal. OpenAI Stargate deal heralds shift away from Microsoft. Ooh. Is Microsoft going obsolete? I wonder. USA Today. Trump slams foes, outlines vision in first sit-down interview. 5 takeaways. That's 2/3 headlines that have the word Trump in them. 4 out of 6. Trump's what the Washington Post. Trump's anchor toward World Health Organization may reshape global health something health politics. Okay. And it's 5 out of 7 articles with the word Trump in it in the headline. Unredacted affidavit contains previously unreported allegation about Pete Hexet's behavior toward second wife. Like accusing adultery in modern style, I guess. Back in the day, 2,000 years ago, you just cornered the person and stoned them to death at night. But no, now you advertise it. USA Today. Didn't know what to do. Tennessee students describe chaos in fatal high school shooting. The Associated Press. House passes immigrant detention bill that will be Trump's first law to sign. Another, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 out of 7. 5 out of 7. 5 out of 7. Now I'll read it again. House passes immigrant detention bill that will be Trump's first law to. Oh no, I read that before. Why? Oh no, I read that. Okay, I'm done. So yeah, like how many headlines have the word Trump in it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 out of 9. That's a really good shooting percentage in basketball. I guess I'll do yoga. Kind of bummed. I cannot physically I cannot do 7-day reading of Srimad Bhagavatam. I could maybe do a 14-day reading. That's 2 weeks straight. So I don't know. Which means I'm not even taking my Sabbaths. So it's that serious. It's an emergency situation. Like what's that? Um, there's actually a movie called Armageddon Code and a book called Armageddon Code. I was trying to look up what's another Doomsday. Why am I mentioning Doomsday? Yeah, like seriously, if humans in general were no problem for not a problem for God, then humans would exist with God, when he's all by himself. There's actually a pious soul that's around. His name is Markandeya. 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 Let me find. Markandeya. 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 He's around when nobody else is around. He actually observes God when he's by himself. Markandeya. 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 And if it's such a pious soul, when you say his name the right way, he will know. He has no choice but to know. Hey, somebody said my name. Somebody said my name like 5 times. Markandeya. 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 Okay. Which means he knows I'm in trouble too. That's cool. See, that's why you need good friends, because good friends know even before you say anything, they know what's up. Really good friends, not just good. Really good friends know what's up even before you open your mouth. You don't have to explain anything. Yes, some of you don't have any good friends, period. You just need like 1, 2, or 3 maybe. They're really good friends. I prefer psychics myself because they know. As they could read mind, I don't have to talk. You don't have to conversate with them. Like, I mean, I'm a person who likes cats, so think about that for a second. Dear God, please provide me with my medicine. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're not God. Go away. I'm talking to God. Please give me my medicine. I ask you in your son, King Yahushua's name. Amen. Namaste. Okay. So I'm forced to do I'm forced to do yoga because I hadn't done it in 2 days. My body's freaking out. It's like, oh no, he's comatosing again. Comatosing again. Alright, see you. So yeah, half an hour maybe. Half an hour. Thank you. Bye.